Hello. Uh,
Hey,
Hi, Sylvie. How are you?
fine, and you?
I'm pretty good. I always get super excited about these chats. They can be becoming a bit sort of regular. Love it. So, anyway, I would like to introduce this amazing woman who I've known for quite some time. She's called Sylvie Jolimoy. She's a psychic numerologist. That's quite a big title for a very little French lady. She's petite. You know, I talk like hello, but amazing talent. And I tell you what, Sylvie, you tell us about the and.
So, I am a psychic numerologist. Why? Because I use a lot numerology that I discovered 25 years ago in New York.
Okay.
A friend of mine.
Did you live in New York?
Yes, for
Wow.
for 16 years. My daughter is born in New York. New York is my city.
Also, it's a big city. I've only been once.
Yeah.
I have to say it was wonderful.
And so, even I love numbers and numerology. What it's nice that somehow it's like astrology, but you don't use the planets. You use the number of a birthday,
right?
And the numbers of your name. That's it.
Because that's pretty unique, isn't it?
Yes. And the other thing, you can put it in a lot of things. Like, for example, if you want to do a business and you want to do a business where you want to earn a lot of money,
okay,
you need to have a certain, the name of the company needs to have a certain number. Because if you have a number 8, for example, for the company,
right,
it's going to give money.
Okay.
If you give a number 7, it will be more spiritual, so it will be it will be different.
Right. You and I might have a little chat after this.
Great.
I think I need to get my numbers sorted.
Yes, no, but the number of the company is very important. And for example, if you do a company with number 1, you say, okay, I will be the number 1. No, the problem, you will have problem with your partners, you know? So if you live by yourself, it's good that you have a number 1.
Right.
Well, I give you these examples because it speaks right away. But if I do a reading, I like to have the birthday of the people.
Right.
Because already it gives me in which part of their lives they are in.
Okay.
And it's not a big one like astrology, you know.
Right.
But just it's a little idea of what they are good in their life.
It's like an indicator.
It's
something that starts to, because I assume, and please, explain, but when does the psychic element?
The psychic element, it's all the time, I would say.
Right.
Sometimes I turn it off. But when I have someone I don't know, like someone who called me from New York for a reading that I don't know at all, and this guy, because I have a lot of guys in my clients, it's like this.
That's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of men, and mostly businessmen. And they told me, for example, wow, I am doing this project.
Okay.
The last time I had a client I really like, he told me, I want to hire this guy. And I know the personality of this client because we work together since 5 years now.
Right.
And I look at the birthday of this guy and I say, no, you don't hire him. It's not possible. It's not possible.
Okay.
It's someone who will never follow orders.
Yeah. Every role has the right kind of fit.
But I knew him. He hired this guy.
Ooh.
And 2 weeks after, he called me and said, Sylvie, why I did not listen to you? I said, you know what? And for example, And the psychic point of view is that, sometimes I have dinner with people. I disconnect most of the time when I have dinner.
Yeah, because you want time to be you.
But sometimes, when you have dinner with people and you listen to some story, sometimes I can't say, no, close my mouth. It's not possible because, these people is going for the wall because I have, by just to hear the things.
Yes.
Because I am a lot with audio psychic. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you actually hear.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And to hear the voice of the people who tell me things, and sometimes you have to say, no, don't do it. You are going to make a mistake.
Right.
Wow.
That's a big responsibility for little shoulders.
No, because the thing is that I give the information I have.
Right.
After people who, they do whatever they want in their life.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So it's up to the receiver to either take it on board, take a little bit, or look at it later.
Yes.
And right, okay. How are you finding? I'll ask you about you personally, but first, for your business side of things. Obviously, we're in a very strange time.
Yes.
What's your take on where we're at now?
And to be honest, it's for me, and I think I would like people to think like that. That it's a time where it seems that everything is stopped.
Stuck, yeah.
It seems that we are not doing anything. Some people are cleaning their house from top to ceiling. Some people are doing their garden. Some people are keeping themselves busy to don't have time to think.
Sure.
But it's a time where you have to. I don't want to speak as a new age people because I am not a new age person at all.
We're all different, and I've known you some time, Sylvie, and you're quite. You don't come into that category, so you're okay.
Yes, but right now a new wave is coming. I said wave, not way, because for me, I have the image of a surfer which is going to come in a wave, and he take it, and it's going very well.
Right.
Or he does not take it, and is going to fall very badly.
Okay.
So people have to be ready for the new wave.
Right.
Because for everybody it's going to be a different, and people have to ask themselves questions.
Yes.
To know what they want to do after this period.
Right.
Because this period will change the world. And it's so funny because the other day, a few clients told me, do you remember, Sylvie, you told us 2020 would be a tough year? Because I don't know how to put words. I did not know how to put words in it. But now I think, and you do a different job than me as a coach. But people, if they want to take the wave, I think they need help from people like you, like from people like me. And from other people. They can go to see anybody but the right people, because there are so many in this field. The problem I realized, because I did a lot of classes, a lot of, I try to find my way before I know.
We've all done it. You need to do that to find our way.
But a lot of people have so much problems that they try to resolve their problems by helping others. But that's why I say to go to see the right people. People who are first in what we do, you and me, in this kind of field, we have to be humble because we are not God. We are
opposite.
We are the opposite. But there are so many people who have an ego like that. because what they say is right, and you can't think in a different way.
I don't know about you at the moment, but I've spoken to quite a lot of people this week, new people. And, I am the way I am. I can't do fluffy bits. I call a spade a shovel, and so it goes on. But there are the people who will, never call me because they're not for me. I'm not for them. But I think, and you're the same, that when you've had clients for years and years, they're not going to go anywhere else because they get you.
Yes.
It's what you give and the service and the truth. And for all of us at the moment, when we all do it intrinsically and instinctively, that we radiate towards people who we get on with, and the people we don't, we sort of, we move away from. And I think people are listening more within at the moment for the first time, in some cases, for a very long time. Is that what's your interpretation of where your clients are at the moment? Are they fearful? Are they stuck? Or?
I have every range of clients. I have people who are scared to death.
Yeah.
And the other thing, because I did a love coach doing yes, and I like it. So I have a few clients, and there were a few clients who began with business, who ended with their life.
Right.
And a lot of people, there is something which is what I feel very terrible in this time, that home, it's a place where you are supposed to feel well, to feel safe, and to feel happy. Home is supposed to be a joyful place. And right now, for so many people, home is hell.
Yeah. It was a friend of mine only the other day, and she had an awful experience. I won't go into detail, but, things like that, you don't want in your own home. You're supposed to be your sanctuary.
Yes. And people are scared for their job.
Mm-hmm.
People are scared for their love life.
Okay.
And there are people who accept this situation, even if it's more or less difficult, who say, okay, I live this experience, but I need to take decisions. But the thing is that they don't know which decision to take.
Perhaps it's a bit early for a lot of people to start to actually, there's maybe starting to think differently. They're maybe starting to feel differently. And maybe they're just not quite ready because of the uncertainty.
Yes, but like I said before, because of this wave, the other day I spoke with a friend who is a lawyer, and he explained me that he spoke with a general.
Okay.
And the general said, after a battle, we don't rebuild in one day. The thing is, people who want to change, to say, okay, I'm waiting for May 11th, because right now it's a day.
Yeah.
To change and to do things new and go and rush themselves, they are going to fall, I think.
Yes.
And we have now the biggest difference since Monday in France. We have a deadline.
It could change, but yes.
I don't think it will change.
Okay. You heard it here first. It's not going to change.
Perhaps 1 or 2 days, but not so much. But because but the thing is that you have these times to know. I give you example. Perhaps you want to change job. Perhaps you want to have a baby.
Yeah, not me. You're right. No, I'm past that.
but different things. But you have to go step by step. It's like right now it's a new birth. So
yes.
we have to do it step by step. If you want to go at the top of the Himalaya and the Everest from May 11th, you would not have any physical preparation because you can't exercise.
What a good way to compare it to. Yeah, because you can all have, a lot of people are already, you can see the little sparks going, and it's great. I love it. I actually think it's the best thing forever. But things take time.
Yes.
And you know, the amount of people that say, oh, you know, I want to build a business and can I do it in a week? No. It's going to take time, and a lot of time, and a lot of work.
Yes, but like now people feel like in cage because we are stuck. We are stuck. But they don't understand that it's not because we are going to be free. A little bit more free, that they can take decision right away. They have to take this time. You know, it's like to put, you have, in March 15, we put the seed in the soil.
Yes.
And right now we need to water it and to take care of it very carefully.
Yeah.
That it began to grow in May 11th, you know, become, and to take the growth, it's like the wave. And if you don't do this kind of thing, you are going to fall. And so people say, okay, my job, I realize that what I did as a job, it's really bothering me. So after that, I want to do a new job. Yes. And I don't believe in business plan, really. I am not a person who believes in business plan. I think you have to do it with your heart. Okay, so what would you like to do? What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? This I can help to find.
Yes.
But if people don't know who they are, how can they do something new?
Exactly. And I think
it's the same for you. It's the same
no, completely. Even though we're on different sort of professions, we both have big hearts.
Yes.
That we put into this because we really care. And you want people to have a better life, a better heart, a better work environment. But they've got to be prepared, in my game, they've got to be prepared to take the steps, you know, and plant the seeds and water and have the belief.
Yes. And the other thing is that really, like we were speaking another time, people, they don't realize that there is the horizon line. There is a vertical line between Earth and the sky.
Yeah.
And you have to be in the center.
We try.
Yes. But, well, we can't be all time in the center because we're not robots and we have emotions and we have like some days with clients, I say, sorry, I have an appointment with you today, but I'm not feeling well. So I'm not doing it because I'm going to be doing a shitty walk.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be fulfilling either.
No.
Would it?
But
you know, your cup is empty.
Yes.
And by the end of it, so would theirs be. You're not adding, you know, and you're not feeling it.
Yes. And the thing is that because I have messages.
Sure.
So I have to have my antenna wide open. If they are not wide open, you know, like, if they are not wide open, I can't walk.
No.
So you know, it's respect for clients and for me.
Sure.
And you know, if you have a big issue, if you have a big issue, I said, okay, I will fill you up tomorrow. I will find time.
Yeah.
And here it's what I like to do. It's really, it's why I use the word psychic, but am I a soul healer? You know, because I try to make them understand that they, even with all their fears, with all their past, and they can do what it's good for them.
Well, before we started, I'm just going to share this. Before we started, I said to Sylvie, okay, what do you want me to sort of call you? Well, obviously, apart from Sylvie. And because for me, what you do, and I know many people who've been to see you, you've helped, and you know, I can't find words really that describe fully, because, okay, numerology, people automatically think of numbers. Psychic, somebody thinks you've got a crystal ball, and you're not any of that. You're more.
Mm.
And I don't know if there is a phrase or a term but all I can say to anybody who's watching this, if you are feeling the need and to look for something, and you're looking for not answers, should we say, as such, but direction. There was 2 times in my life when you gave me amazing directional advice.
I don't
use a better phrase. I'm here. But you know, Sylvie is a great one to talk to. And am I right in thinking that this is you don't? It's not a choice for you, is it? It strikes me it's your passion. I can't imagine you sort of doing anything different because it's so your core.
Yes, yes, and it's so funny because I think I have it since I am a child, because my parents told me, Sylvie, the number of times we arrived in front of a place in their parents' place, and I said, no, I'm not going in. No.
Really? I bet your mother was delighted.
Very delighted because I don't want to go.
Yeah.
These people are coming home, I'm leaving. I don't want to see them, you know?
Okay.
And, but, you know, it's part of, so I was a tough, horrible child and stuff like that. And,
well, you're not now.
And when I was in United States, I had the chance that I met this numerologist, and I met all these people who were acupuncturists, very nice people who were speaking about Chinese medicine, chakras, but in a very interesting way.
Sure.
All these people. And before I left for New York, I met this family, and the mother was Buddhist.
Right.
And I don't say that I am 100% Buddhist, but I love the philosophy.
We had the amazing Shashnashri earlier last week, who's starting his journey as a Buddhist monk. And I spent a lot of time talking to him. He's got a very special soul. So
yes.
It's very interesting that you've picked up somewhere. It's all sort of links together, doesn't it? It's like,
yes. And all those things. And after I went in Southeast Asia and stuff like that, I arrived in New York. I don't know. It was very strange how I arrived in New York just for 3 months, and I stayed there for 16 years. And I married an Hindu.
right.
Hindu. And so again,
Yeah, another journey.
But at this time, I did not feel to do like, but sometimes I say to friends, it's going to happen to you. You are going to have this in the business.
Right.
Oh, don't worry, you are going to leave your job, but you are going to have a new one. But like that.
Yeah.
And I think I did the job. I began the job like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Because I really think you have to be balanced to do it.
I couldn't do what I do now
when I was
20 years ago. I couldn't.
Yes. And because I don't have to prove, like I said, we are not God.
No.
We have the chance that, for me, sometimes it's a chance, and sometimes I said, please. I have the chance to be living with the energy of the earth. I don't know how to explain it. but sometimes I would like to be in a farm and say, okay, it's going to rain tomorrow. I'm going to cut a grass today, and not think about this. And all the farmers, because I grew up in a very rural place, they are somewhat psychic because they listen to the earth and the universe to do their things.
Well, and they watch and they hear,
yes,
and they see. And, you know, we've got the simple fact now that, you know, even where I live, I can hear more birds than ever before.
Yeah.
Because before, the traffic noise, and they probably flew away. They thought, don't want to fly here. It's not nice, you know. Yeah. I think all of us have the chance now to hear and to see. And we're going to sort of wind up now, and it's time for a coffee for me. What would you like to share with people as a thought?
Right now, today, I will tell them, be confident.
Right.
Trust in you. Trust in your belief.
Sure.
And really don't go in fear.
Yes. I think we do different things. I had a lovely client only 3 days ago, and she was like, oh God, Jen, I feel so much better just because I spent some time talking, you know, and she was fearful. But I think for me, it's who you talk to. It's like when we spoke the other day, I got the first like, you know, I felt like I'd been stuck in a wall socket and recharged. It's amazing. And when you can do that with people that you love, care for, respect, then that's when it all comes together.
And really, I think even when we speak with because the thing is that the other thing I want to add is really people now, it's time to open your heart. To stop to play a game. And you can just open your heart. And in Chinese medicine, the heart is it's the most important organ with the liver.
Sure.
So the heart is for love, the
right.
liver it's for filter, and it's for fear.
Okay.
So these two organs are the most important.
Right.
So which one do you want to have? You do which one, but the liver is very important. It's the general. We call him the general.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it's a bit of a filter, isn't it? It's a cleaner. It's sort of
yeah. So if you have no fear, your liver filter very well, and you're not sick, and your heart can.
Didn't know this. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
But we can speak too about the chakra levels. It's so important because right now the government, until now, they allowed us to go to the third chakra, but right now they really want us to don't be above the second one.
Let's not get down that revel.
No, but bon, the thing is that open your heart. Open your heart for you, for yourself first. Because if you open your heart and you love yourself, you can open it for the others.
If you love yourself, then loving everybody else happens, I think, automatically.
Yes.
Whereas when you try to love others, but actually you're beating yourself up, it's never, there's never a balance. We're never back in the center, are we?
And we, like I said, we are not God, we are not robot. And the thing is that we have to have the right words, the right thing. We can't be angry, we can't be this. No, we can. We can be angry, we can be sad, you can say this person, excuse me, you piss me off, you're bullshit. You can say it because it's what you feel. So it's the right sentence. You can tell it in a different way.
Yeah, we can be.
Yes, you can, you can do it but at the end, it's the same.
Exactly.
And the thing is that the other thing I want to say right now, it's us, we choose to be the victim of this situation.
Mm.
It's our choice, or to be or to not be.
Well, I'm going to round this up because I'm going to say one thing, and I know you're going to agree, because we've already talked about this, but I'm not a victim of this, and I'm loving it.
Yes.
And it's not that different from actually how I choose to live. And that's, for me, how I keep my balance. And it's taken me years to twig that. Sylvie, I just want to say a huge, sorry, we're short on time, I'm so sorry. But will you come back and we'll have another chat in a couple of weeks?
But with pleasure. It's sometimes a pleasure to chat with you anyway.
Yeah, we could chat for hours, couldn't we? Let's be fair. Sylvie, thank you very much. And if you can share with me, and I'll write it in the information, about how people can get in touch with you, because you've got a lot to give, share, offer, heal, and I can highly recommend Sylvie. So, Sylvie, thank you very, very much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, honestly, I'm humbled. You're awesome. Short, petite, cute, and French, and awesome. Sylvie, thank you very, very much.
Next time I will put high heels like this, I will be taller.
It's a good job we sat down. Have an amazing day.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And we'll meet again very soon.
Thank you.